Good afternoon and welcome. I'm Crystal Nunez of the Public Affairs Office, and it's my pleasure to serve as host today as we recognize the outstanding efforts of Sheriff's Office employees, members of the community, and extend best wishes for those that are now retiring. Serving a population of nearly 1.4 million residents within Hillsborough County and thousands of visitors daily, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage our Sheriff, Chad Chronister. Our first series of recognitions are for those members of our Sheriff's Office family who, after many years of dedicated service, will now enjoy retirement. Hired in 1995, our first retiree has worked in the Morgan Street Jail, Falkenburg Road Jail, and the Orient Road Jail. She's enjoyed working for the Sheriff's Office for 23 years, and in her retirement, she looks forward to traveling, volunteering, and gardening. Well, congratulations on your retirement, and welcome to the stage, retiree Miss Frida Ramsing. Our next retiree has worked at the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office for 13 years within the Falkenburg Road Jail. And in her retirement, she plans on traveling and volunteering. Please welcome to the stage retiree Miss Barbara Edwards. Our last retiree has served the Sheriff's Office for nearly 20 years. She's worked in Community Relations, District 2, and Jail Division 2. During retirement, she plans to spend quality time with her family and travel. Welcome to the stage retiree, Mrs. Roseanne Hillsman. We would now like to acknowledge a special group of volunteers through the Volunteer Citizen Patrol Program. They've donated thousands of hours over the last 10 years to the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office and the community in which we serve. And their dedication has not gone unnoticed, and they'll be missed by their Sheriff's Office family and by our community. Mrs. Lily McDonald. Mrs. Nancy Muggleton. Mr. Edwin Rollison. And Mr. Charles Kalp, Jr. As the fourth largest county within Florida, it takes a lot of dedicated members of our team to deliver professional law enforcement services, and we're proud to recognize employees with 20, 25, and 30 years of service. Please welcome to the stage, with 20 years of service, Sergeant Harrison Bashner. Corporal Evita Hobbs. Master Deputy Tammy Martin. Ms. Jennifer Cole. Ms. Beverly Gant. Ms. Teresa Sadriana. And Ms. Stacy Pierpont. Serving 25 years, please join us in congratulating Deputy Michael Beal. Celebrating 30 years of service, please welcome to the stage Reserve 2 Deputy James Seibel. And Mr. Rodney Phillips. Next, we are pleased to recognize some outstanding businesses for their kindness and their generosity. This amazing community partner inspires, educates, and encourages acts of kindness within our community through programs, initiatives, and fundraisers. They've always supported events hosted by the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office and delivered inspirational messages to our Sheriff's Office family. From Keys to Kindness, please welcome to the stage Ms. Stephanie Rain. Our next community partner is a family-owned business that has been serving our community for over 50 years. They're always willing to respond to any situation and are committed to helping our community. This business has partnered with the HCSO Marine Unit to provide promote safe boating by providing donations to fund the Life Jacket Loaner Program. And this program, available at select county parks, ensures that everyone is equipped with the proper equipment to remain safe on our waters. They have formed a long and lasting partnership with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office through their time and their generous donations. Representing MSI LLC, please welcome to the stage Mr. David Becker and Mrs. Callie Becker. On July 6, 2018, the Sheriff's Office reached out to local businesses to request assistance to help replace 19 video games stolen from a local teen with autism. Walmart team members were quick to jump in and partner with the Sheriff's Office to replace the stolen video games. This Walmart location in particular has also donated school supplies to the Sheriff's Office to be given to local schools that are in need. They selflessly undergo the tedious process of organizing the much-needed supplies and packing them for the Sheriff's Office to pick up year after year. This Walmart has shown a strong desire to work with the Sheriff's Office to promote a positive image in many ways. Representing Walmart, please welcome to the stage Mr. David Stevens. This next group of detention deputies volunteered their own time to participate in the Charmed program and the Passport to Manhood program at the Boys and Girls Club in Riverview. The programs, which started in 2014, focus on girls and boys aged 11 to 14. These deputies gave them weekly lessons on helping others, manners, fitness, goals, and how to avoid stereotypes and negativity. Our deputies also participated in field trips to help these children learn about our community. They served as positive role models for these children, and they taught them important life lessons. Please welcome to the stage Deputy Dallas Cox. Deputy Jessica Fiel. Deputy Erica Huell. Deputy Clyde Reese. Deputy Hamilton Jordan. Deputy Leslie Martin. Deputy Jeffrey Miller. Deputy Michael Sanders. Deputy Jonathan Strickland. And Deputy Melissa Montefar. Our next series of awards are for actions by our deputies that saved the life of another. Our next award recipients responded to a person down at Williams Owens Pass Park. Upon arrival, they located an off-duty fire medic and 3 county parks employees performing CPR on a man having a heart attack. Deputies immediately assisted in performing CPR, while fire rescue employed an automated external defibrillator to obtain a pulse as the man's heart had completely stopped. This gentleman was transported to the hospital where he was able to make a full recovery. According to hospital personnel, without the immediate resuscitation efforts by all involved, the man may have not survived. Please welcome to the stage Life-Saving Award recipients, Corporal John Seal, Deputy John Peterson, and Deputy David Thomas. And Citizen Award recipients, Mr. Dave DeCobo, Mr. Charlie Jones, and Mr. Sal Tagliarini. The next award recipient was near his apartment when he heard screams from the pool area where a young girl was unresponsive. He began provided CPR instructions and finally took over CPR until deputies arrived. The first deputy on scene utilized his ambu bag to continue CPR until the child began breathing again and dispelling water. The child was transported to the hospital for further treatment and recovered from the near drowning. Hillsborough County Fire Rescue acknowledged their efforts and cited the fact that their response time and CPR definitely saved the child's life. Congratulations and welcome to the stage, Life Saving Award recipient, Deputy Otis Collado. And Citizens Award recipient, Mr. Alexis Merodio. This next recipient was dispatched to a person down call in the Tampa area where, upon arrival, this deputy located a 62-year-old male unresponsive and not breathing. The deputy quickly utilized his automated external defibrillator and began providing CPR. Hillsborough County Fire Rescue arrived and transported the man to a nearby hospital where he regained a steady pulse and began breathing on his own. Medical personnel convinced that this deputy's quick actions were essential to the man's survival. Congratulations to this life-saving award recipient, Deputy William Burke III. A few months ago, this next recipient responded to a call at Brandon Town Center Mall where a nurse was administering CPR to an individual laying in the main walkway of the mall. The recipient took over CPR as the mall security officer utilized his AED. Fire rescue arrived on scene and provided additional care for the patient, who was transported to a nearby hospital. This recipient's response during the life-threatening situation was a contributing factor to this individual's survival. Please welcome to the stage Life-Saving Award recipient, Deputy Nicholas Scudder. On February 22nd, these next recipients responded to a subject clinging to a submerged boat in Little Manatee River. The victim was able to make contact with deputies, but was too exhausted to continue fighting the current and was out of range of a throw rope. These recipients deployed a rescue raft from the helicopter, but the victim was unable to fight the current still to make it to shore. The pilots positioned the aircraft in such a manner as to use the rotor wash to push the victim against the current to deputies and rescue crews on the bank of the river. It's pretty smart. Congratulations on a job well done. Welcome to the stage Life-Saving Award recipient, Pilot Jeremy Butler. This past June, our next recipients were at the Stonebriar Community Pool where a 3-year-old girl was observed floating face down in the pool. One recipient removed her from the pool as 2 others began performing CPR. The girl regained consciousness and was transported to a nearby hospital where she recovered from the near drowning. The actions of these recipients saved her life. Please welcome to the stage Citizens Award recipients, Mr. Frank Johnson, and Mr. Anthony Perrone. The next group of awards are for actions by citizens who helped render aid to those in need. In April, deputies responded to a serious vehicle crash near Edward Medard Park. Upon arriving on scene, they observed the recipient assisting. The crashed vehicle was resting against a tree on the edge of a steep embankment leading to a deep lake. This recipient noticed that when anyone attempted to reach the trapped, injured driver, the vehicle would rock and slide further down towards the lake. The recipient quickly repositioned his vehicle and used a winch to secure the crashed vehicle to his, thus preventing it from sliding further. It also allowed first responders to render aid and successfully extricate the injured driver. The actions taken by this recipient quite possibly prevented this incident from becoming a tragedy. Please welcome to the stage Citizens Award recipient, Mr. Michael Castle. Our next recipient was stopped in traffic when he noticed an intoxicated man charge a deputy, enter his patrol vehicle, and attempt to remove his weapon. The recipient put his own safety at risk and intervened by pulling the man off of the deputy, and due to his quick actions, the deputy was uninjured and able to take the man into custody. Please welcome to the stage Citizens Award recipient, Mr. Jimmy Santiago. This next award will recognize our Civilian of the Quarter. Assisting with this presentation are Mary Wood and Justin Deskins from the Florida West Coast Credit Union, who we now welcome to the stage. In June, District 3 deputies responded to a discharge of firearms in public in town and country. When deputies arrived, they located multiple spent shell casings to include casings from an AR-15 style rifle. The shooters fled before deputies arrived, and surveillance footage only showed a black Mercedes. This recipient took just 30 minutes to identify the suspect vehicle to include the license plate and the registered owner's information. This recipient's ability to comb geographical areas for a particular vehicle make and model, combined with his thoroughness and attention to detail, led to a successful outcome. A few days later, patrol units responded to a bank robbery where the suspect had fled. Working with only a photo, this recipient identified the suspect within 30 minutes. Upon further review, he learned the suspect was a federal prison releasee for bank robbery. He passed the information along to the case detective along with an associate he had located that was able to confirm the suspect's identity and help make an arrest within minutes. This recipient's knowledge of the programs and systems, combined with his passion and dedication, make him a crucial entity to the success of District 3 and our agency overall. Welcome to the stage our HCSO Civilian of the Quarter, Criminal Intelligence Analyst, Mr. Jesse Sweeney. This next presentation is for our Law Enforcement Deputy of the Quarter, and assisting with that presentation is Mr. Jim Carson from Bill Corey Ford, who I now welcome to the stage. Since the inception of District 5, detectives and staffs were aware of a prolific offender within the district boundaries, and one juvenile in particular plagued the Progress Village area with violence and drug activity. In June of this year, there was a drive-by shooting where 3 people were injured. Shortly after the shooting, the suspect vehicle was abandoned, and crime scene technicians were able to lift a print from the interior. The print belonged to a prolific juvenile offender. This recipient was able to locate on social media where the suspect and an associate were bragging about their involvement in that shooting. The associate was arrested and in possession of a firearm that was later confirmed that spent shell casings from the drive-by matched that firearm. Cell phone GPS information proved that they were both in the area during the shooting, and a photo on his cell phone depicted him holding that firearm. Since the shooting, the offender has been adjudicated as an adult and pled guilty to stealing the vehicle that was used in that drive-by shooting. This recipient's efforts throughout the year-long investigation has led to the state filing attempted murder charges on both suspects. Thanks to the hard work and diligence of our recipient, we'd like to congratulate and welcome to the stage Law Enforcement Deputy of the Quarter, Detective Sarah Ernstis. Our final award being presented this afternoon goes to the second runner-up for an Outstanding Law and Order Service Award given by the Military Order of the World Wars. And assisting with that presentation, I'd like to welcome to the stage retired Major Jim Haney. Earlier this year, this recipient was transferred to the District 4 Intelligence Unit. His primary assignment was to monitor prolific juvenile offenders. He accepted his new assignment without hesitation, and he dedicated himself to excelling. This recipient's ability to obtain valuable information relevant to various investigations is an asset. He does not hesitate to share his information with other components within the Sheriff's Office and has been identified as the go-to deputy when a crime trend occurs or when there's a need for locating priority offenders. He's dedicated to the safety of Hillsborough County citizens, and he does not hesitate to immediately share info he receives during non-duty hours, which has led to multiple arrests. And for that reason, he was chosen out of 20,000 nominees as Outstanding Law and Order Service Award second runner-up by the Military Order of the World Wars. Congratulations and welcome to the stage, MOWW Award recipient, Deputy Jimmy Romano. At this time, I'd like to invite Sheriff Chronister to the stage for a few remarks.
Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, everyone, for being here, taking time out of your busy days to help us celebrate our employees, those who join the ranks of the retiring, and those who surely display why the Sheriff's Office is so special, because we have such passionate employees who always are willing to go above and beyond the call of duty, whether it's donating to a charity, whether it's saving a life, whether it's doing the exemplary work that you do. Thank you for what you do. Your command staff, myself, and our chief deputy, who unfortunately is stuck in a juvenile justice meeting, which, believe me, we're better off here today. Thank you for being here. So thank you for coming and helping us celebrate. To our community partners, thank you. You are what makes us thrive. You are why we do the job that we do, and we're successful because we have such a great community that supports our efforts and what we do. So thank you for always doing what you do to help our deputies, whether it's a charitable need, whether it's jumping and springing into action because you see a deputy on the side of the road in need, whatever the case may be. Know that resonates throughout our county and surely helps our deputies put those uniforms on every day, knowing that they're leaving their families to go do whatever it takes to make our community safer. So congratulations to all the award recipients. Again, thank you to those that came out today to help us celebrate. Have a wonderful day, and be careful going back to wherever you go now from here. Thank you.
This concludes today's award ceremony. Anyone wishing to take photos with Sheriff Chronister is asked to gather at the left of the award recipients. Thank you for coming, and be safe. Thanks.